Hello, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls. I'm back to give you another negative word. The negative word is villain. Definition of villain is a person guilty or capable of great wickedness. Criminal, lawbreaker, outlaw, offender, felon, convict, jailbird. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the second definition, shall we? So, criminal, lawbreaker, outlaw, offender, felon, convict, jailbird. So, I haven't been in trouble with the law since I was in my, I think it's my 30s. Yeah, it would be me in my 30s, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a car crash that had black magic spell on it and actually set up to get hit. Right? This accident, I was at a red light. There was an ambulance in front of me at that red light. I parked behind the ambulance that was at the red light, and then a car came and rammed me from the back, and the car flew into the ambulance. Now, I was coming from a barbecue. It was close to say 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just wanted to go home and sleep when this happened. Anyways, they brought me to the police station, and of course they checked my record, right? And I guess this pissed them off because maybe I'm in my 30s or something and I have no record. No adult record. No adult record. So of course they asked me if I drank, and I said yeah. They asked me how much I drank. I told them 2 drinks with chaser in there, and they said that they need to test me, so they made me do a breathalyzer. They made me do, the stupid things like touch your nose, walk a straight line, all the stuff. Of course, I passed all those stuff. But of course, because I'm not fully on the understanding of how the breathalyzer works, right? Their explanation was, maybe it's because of your body weight, because you're so small, right? That was their explanation to claim that they're going to charge me. Anyways, I don't know that I'm being charged yet for it. They put me in, I call it the ABC room, right? The ABC room, this room where they just leave you in there for a while, right? You don't know what's going on. Anyways, when I'm in this room, as I said, I was going home, so I'm tired, right? When I'm in this room, I'm dozing off, like I'm falling asleep. And every time I was falling asleep, somebody came in and literally woke me out of the sleep. Now, they did this multiple times for they needed me to seem delirious. Pay attention, right? They needed me to seem delirious, right? Out of my rocker. Anyways, by the time they decided to tell me that I'm being charged for an accident I did not cause, right? That I did not cause. An accident I did not cause. By this time, I'm upset. But by this time, it's full-blown morning. The sun has already came up. It's not even like sunset sun. The sun is fully up, right? That's how long they kept me in the ABC room, right? So of course, when they're talking to me, and of course they have cameras in there and stuff like that, now I'm pissed because you're charging me for something I didn't do, right? And I just want to go home because I'm tired, right? But the object of this was for me to look delirious. That's why they kept waking me up while I was waiting in that room, right? So I couldn't sleep. Anyways, they decided to charge me, and then they told me I can go, right? That is the charge I got when I was in my 30s, for I never had a record in my adult status, right? How dare her? That must be it. How dare her don't have a record? And she's what, in her 30s? She doesn't have no record? What do you mean, right? So that is how I got a record in my 30s, right? Before that, it was misdemeanors, withdrawn charges, but these things were all done before I'm 18, right? So criminal, lawbreaker, outlaw, offender, felon, convict, jailbird. There's a reason why I'm saying this stuff to you, right? For I am a full-blown law-abiding citizen. I try to do the right thing. For example, when I got charges on me when I was under 18, why I don't trust the police is one time they came in my house and they came for my brother, and one of the officers pushed me onto my brother and then said, "I'm resisting arrest." That's how I got a charge. Just like that. Pushed me on my brother and then said, "I'm resisting arrest." So if you are the authority figures, right, that are supposed to uphold the law, but you are law breaking it, being the outlaw, right, of it, you are what do you call you? You are a villain, right? That is what you are. You are a villain, right? Now, I've had a few of those charges under 18. Now, I'm always fighting to clear my name. Ladies and gentlemen, I've always been trying to clear my name. When I went to a prison, they also tried to do this, these authority figures, with the cotton swab for the detector, where they're having dirty cotton swabs. They already have the so-called contaminations of, say, opium that I had to learn from another cop to know what it was, for I didn't even know what it was, right? Heroin, all these things was hidden when I went there, and I said, how am I hidden for these things? It's not making any sense. None of this is making sense, right? That didn't work. I figured out that whole structure that they did. For they've been trying to set me up a long time, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to drug paraphernalia and stuff like that, right? When that didn't work and they couldn't use the swab and stuff like that, I made complaints. Check this, another authority figure. When you go to the jail system, there is a complaint officer. If you have any problems, you can complain to that officer and he has to take your complaint. So I called and made my complaint. Do you want me to tell you what that complaint officer said? The complaint officer said, he's not writing that down. I said, I'm sorry, what is your job again? He said, I'm the complaint officer. I take complaints. I go, well, is this not a complaint I'm giving you? Well, I'm not doing it, right? So they like to side with their one another authority figures, right? Again, you are still the villain within my eyes, for that is all you continue to show me, right? When the cotton swabs couldn't work, they got the dogs to sniff my bags and told me to stand on the wall with my hands up facing the wall. And the girl came around with the dog and she said, don't look at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have all rights to see what you're doing, right? Now I still had my hands on the wall, my legs and my whole body. It's just my head that was turned to her, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but narcotic dogs can sniff how far away from the object that it's detected? Okay, so this officer with the dog, she was taking the dog's head and pushing it in my back, right? That's what she was doing. So she was trying to slip something in my bag. Now, I know she tried to slip something in my bag. That's why she got so pissed off when I was watching her, right? She got pissed off because I was watching her. And I know she put something in my bag because when you go to the prisons, they don't have like, they have that, you know, that paper bag kind of tissue paper stuff, and it's brown. That's what they have in their facility. So when I checked my bag, when I finally got into my destination, there was one of those in the bag, in my bag, right? Again, villains, again, trying to set me up. Law breakers, outlaws, offenders, felons, convict, jailbirds. You guys are those authority figures that's been in my life. You have played the villain role when it comes to me. You always have. I fought the prison system, and the reason why I fought the prison system was simply this: I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs, right? And in the prison system, if you hit with these things and stuff like that, they can also, by law, put it under your name. So if you want to fly out, you are automatically flagged because of this, right? Meaning that when you go to the airport, they're gonna dig you down every single time for you've been flagged through a prison system, right? Now, I wasn't having that. Worse, because I'm not a drug dealer. So of course I had to fight all of this, right? Villain. I called my MP in my district and wrote this long email explaining everything. They emailed me back. Do you want me to tell you what they told me? They said, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's a provincial matter. Your office couldn't even tell that that was a federal situation. So I'm sorry if I have no faith in the system, for the system has always moved as a villain towards me." Now, I've been to the airport, come and go, been dig down there for hours, testing the suitcase and all of these things, right? For what reason? I'm still confused, right? So you all have been villains to me. I'm sorry. Like, trusted you is kind of hard to trust, right? For this is how you all have played your positions when it's come to me, right? As I said, I got a record when I was in my 30s, right? I also made sure to clear my record of it, right? I don't have a record. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't play these games, these things that you all set a person up for. Like, I've never understood why you think you should do these stuff. Anyways, the next word in villain, ladies and gentlemen, the only one I care to tell you is ill. And I've already spoken and explained what ill is, but let me explain it to you again. Out of health, sick, in brackets, of health, unlucky, unfavorable, disastrous, harmful, hostile, unkind, immoral, and wicked, right? Is how I have seen the system. That's how I've seen the system. See, y'all never have worked for me. You've all have worked against me. You have crooked cops knocking my door that work for this landlord, these people that surround me and plague me here as an intimidation tactic. So if you all want me to trust you, I would love to see how you're gonna pull it off. Right? Because as I said, y'all been gunning the kid. Anyways, I go by the name Wise One Teach. Teach, you can call me Teach, you can call me T. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. Y'all have a good day.